everyone, my name is Miss Ashley. I will be teaching the STEM portions on Tuesdays. If you guys did not tune in my video last week, we did a whole activity on storm protection and how we can save our animals from a flood. So if you did not watch that, I would suggest to stop watching this one and go ahead and go watch the other one, because this video is going to be very short and it's only going to be a challenge. So it's not going to be a full activity on something else. It's actually continuing our activity from last week. So if you did not watch it, please do not watch this one. Watch the other one first and then go ahead and watch this one. Because then that way you won't be lost and we can all catch up and do it together. So today we are going to be working on our device from last week. So I hope that you guys did not throw that away because otherwise we cannot do this challenge, right? I kept mine in a box. However, it did kind of break. So that means I have to fix it, right? I can't test it out like this because obviously it's not gonna work because it's not my original creation and I'm gonna have to fix it up. One of the things that I hope that you guys did while you were building yours and after you tested it and everything, I hope that you guys reflected on it and that you guys saw what was wrong with it, things that you wanted to do and improve for next time. So hopefully you guys are doing that at home with me. So this time I did not set up my entire table like I did last week. So if you tuned in last week, you know that I set up my table with a whole bunch of different materials that I might have used or I was thinking of using. I only set up my test rig. As you can see, I have my device here, just a pair of scissors that I might need to cut some stuff, my cup of water. Remember that we have to drop the water on top of our device to basically signify the rainfall. So whenever you are going to be on your boat or whatever it is where your animal is going to be, we have to keep in mind that it's going to be raining if it's a storm, right? So we are using the water, the cup of water as a rainstorm. I put a book under here. This is the other challenge that we are going to be doing today. I put a book to create an incline. And so what that is basically it makes the surface uneven. And so it's tilted, right? I don't know if you guys can see, but the water is leaning more towards this way, right? There's more water here than there is on this side. And that is because of the book, right? It's tilted, so it's going up. Now, the reason why I did that is because Earth is not even, right? It's uneven in different areas. We have hills, we have mountains, we have all of this stuff. And so these are things that we need to consider when there's a storm and we're trying to save our animals. I think it's going to be a little bit difficult to do with this bin only because it's really small and my device is pretty much taking up almost all the space of the bin. If you guys have something bigger than this, I think that would work a lot better. For now, I have to work with this because I don't have anything else. So we're going to be testing out our device on that bin. Like I said, if you guys have something bigger, maybe that's about that big, maybe to about the table or something like that. So that I have a different view this time because I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to move my table here a little bit more this way just so you guys can see what I'm going to do with my device and how I'm going to fix it. From last time, the thing that I remember is that my device sunk in, right? It sunk in because of the edges here of my lid. I did realize that obviously when you dump water in it, it's gonna carry all that water inside and it's going to sink in once you put too much pressure on there. So what I decided to do for this one is I'm going to just basically cut everything. I'm not going to take off anything. I'm going to just cut and hopefully it'll just get a flat surface where it can just float. Because we want to make sure that it's able to still stay on the water, right? And that it doesn't sink in. Because imagine if you have your animal there and it sinks in, well, we're gonna have a problem there. Now, one of the things that I was kind of thinking about is whether or not I want to just cut one side and not cut the other. And the only reason why I say that is because, you know, just in case anything slips out, we got to put it into a perspective of like, there's going to be people there, or there's going to be an animal there, and you know, it's good to have that space there, but it's good to also have that one kind of edge where the water can slide out. So I'm going to try it out first like this, not cutting everything, because I want to see how it works. Let's go ahead and just cut that piece like that. And I mean, I don't know how you guys are modifying yours, because I don't know how you guys did it. Hopefully you guys didn't make the same mistake I did, and that it came out more successful than mine did. But you know, it's always, like I said, failure happens, and we just don't give up, right? I am working on my device again. I didn't give up the first time. I thought it was kind of funny that it didn't work, and I was kind of like, you know what? Well, I didn't really do a really good design, so maybe this time I'm gonna do something better. I also noticed that I kind of just built it and I didn't really do anything to it. So this time I'm also gonna kind of just make things even, because it looks so uneven and ugly, and I kind of want to fix it up a little bit. This is the type of things that you wait until the end to do, because imagine if I was focusing on how it looked last week. I would have spent so much time doing that instead of actually building it and making sure it works first. So we're gonna save that for last. I don't have to do anything to it. I want to decorate it or do something like that. I'm gonna do that later. I'm not gonna do that now. And I know, kids, you guys are creative and you guys want to decorate and put little people and put all of this stuff, but you know what? You don't need that right now. What you need is, you need a functional device, something that's gonna actually work, before you actually start thinking about putting people or an animal in there. So keep that in mind. Now, I also noticed that it broke, right? So, and now I have to figure out how I'm going to keep it closed. My popsicle sticks fell out, and so I obviously don't want to use the same ones. The other thing I was kind of thinking of was using a rubber band to kind of just still keep it closed. And so I don't know if you can see this very well, but my popsicle sticks are in the bottom, and I'm going to just wrap my rubber band in there, and then I'm gonna wrap it around the straws, because that will help it still stay closed so that it doesn't open up while it's in the water, right? So hopefully I didn't break it, but I'm just kind of putting it in. Hopefully it will work. It's a little difficult, obviously, because I don't want to break it anymore. But guess what? It did work, and it closed it. Like I said, it doesn't have to look perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another rubber band and I'm going to put it on this side as well, because I want to create more secure, I want it to be more secure. So I do want to add another rubber band on the other side. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm just cutting this little piece because it kind of poked me and I don't want it to poke me again. Be careful when you guys are doing this stuff. I don't want you guys to get hurt at home. Parents, if you don't trust your kids with the scissors, please cut it for them. Don't let them use it on their own. You have to make sure that they're safe at home. And one of the things that I'm going to suggest, that I actually didn't suggest, I don't think I did last week, is this type of scissors that you're using. So I'm using this pair of scissors, and so these are Scotch, but I like these more than using like school scissors, because these they're obviously more sharp than the other ones. I'm able to cut more materials with these scissors than what I would with a school scissors. And what I mean by school scissors, I mean this one. Let me get it for you guys so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. And so what I mean by school scissors, I mean these. You're not really going to be able to cut anything with these. They're not sharp. I think you can do like basic stuff with this, cutting yarn, cutting maybe straws would work. But if you're trying to cut plastic, I think it's gonna be a little difficult and it's gonna take you a really long time. So if you have a pair of scissors like this laying around, it'd be good to use these instead. But these are sharp, so be very careful when you're using it. So if you don't trust yourself, just tell your parents to do it, or tell your brother, your sister, whoever is with you, someone that is older than you and knows how to work scissors would be 10 times better. For first and second grade, guys, you know I already would tell you not to use these. Same thing with the glue gun. You cannot use that. You are way too young, and we want to make sure that you are safe at home. Please tell an adult to help you with this stuff. We want to make sure that you're staying safe out there. Now, I am going to just add one more rubber band, and then we're going to test it out and see how this works. So, good luck. Okay, so now you guys are getting a view of my lovely bed here. But I am going to be showing you guys the device. I put already the rubber bands that I wanted. And so now we are going to be putting it in the water. Hopefully me cutting the lid, hopefully will not sink it in because the water will flow out. Let's start it off. Oh no, it already sunk in. So let me tell you what happened already. My device already flew in. I don't know if you guys can see it because kind of tell in the water, but look at that. My device already went in. Now, let's start thinking. Why do you think it went in? Now, here's what I think. I think that because I cut that piece right there, the water went straight in, and because it still has this area, it just grabbed all the water here in this area and it just went down. So obviously that didn't work, and that was pretty hard. I put it in again right now, and it seems like it's floating on top, right? It's not going in. But let's see what happens with the moment that I put this water in, right? So, let's see. Oh. Now you guys can see that it's going down, right? So what would have happened to my animal? He would have drowned. So, now that I did that, obviously it didn't work, right? So now let me try to cut everything and see if that works, right? Do you think that will work, or do you think it will make it worse? Let's think. What do you guys think? I hope you guys know that we will be reading your comments and that you guys are not shy and leaving them on our page. We want to see you guys write something to us. We miss you guys, so hopefully you guys will write. And if you don't, that's fine. Hopefully we'll get to hear from you guys soon. It's a little weird to cut this, so trying my best not to hurt myself because this is kind of hard. So please make sure that if you guys are having trouble cutting, that you're asking someone to help you. It's always okay to ask for help. Remember, these are group activities. Okay, now I'm a little skeptical about this. I'm kind of thinking it might not work, and guess what? That's okay. And it doesn't work. It sunk in. So my device didn't work, but that's okay. Our lesson has ended here. I obviously don't want to spend so much time trying to fix this when I can teach you so many other stuff for STEM. I hope your guys' device worked. So obviously my device did not work, and that's totally fine. I accepted it, and you know what? I failed at this one, but that's okay because that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna give up completely. For this portion, we are going to have to move on, and I'm going to move on to another activity. So next week, expect a different type of activity for STEM. I don't know yet what I want to do with you guys, so I'm not going to give you guys a hint or anything because I want you guys to wait until next week. I hope that you guys tuned in yesterday's video. Mr. Romero posted a video on reading comprehension, so I hope that you guys are watching that and that you guys are also following along. Parents, I know those are really good tips for you guys to help your kids in reading and stuff like that. So hopefully what we'll do is, for those of you who do not speak English, we do want to create Spanish ones. So ojalá para la otra semana estemos haciendo uno en español para ustedes. Voy a tratar de hacer uno en ciencia en español para que ustedes también puedan entender y hacer esto también. Porque es muy fácil y es divertido cuando están haciéndolo con los niños. So, ojalá que lo podamos hacer la otra semana. So hopefully you guys had fun with this video. Please make sure to stay tuned tomorrow with Miss Crystal. She will be posting up a video for enrichment. Miss Jasmine will be posting up on Thursday for our parents. So hopefully you guys enjoy those videos. We'll try our best to create more for you guys and to make them as fun as we can. Stay safe out there. Please make sure you guys are washing your hands. Don't forget 20 seconds. If you don't want to count up to 20, why don't you sing the alphabet? It will kind of help out. So hopefully you guys are staying safe. Bye. I'll see you guys next time.